Howdy, friends. This is Steve DePoe with the Rose Realty team with this week's Real Estate Live from North Texas. Today, we're going to talk about hidden fees when you're buying a home. Now, although this isn't specifically geared towards first-time home buyers, hey, maybe you haven't bought a house or purchased a house in, 10 or 15 years and forgot what it was like. I know what that's like. But it's also geared towards first-time home buyers who maybe don't quite understand and all the fees and all the expenses that may be involved. Not to deter them, but we want to prepare them for that first-time home buying experience. So first off, we're going to talk about a home inspection. Look, you don't have to get a home inspection on your property, but we greatly encourage it. Okay, you don't know what's behind the walls. We're not, and you're not, an expert in HVAC systems and roofs and appliances and surveying and all that kind of stuff. Okay, sprinkler systems, and so it's a good idea to get a home inspection on the property you want to buy to make sure about what's going on behind the walls is in good order. This is going to cost you, depending on the size of the house, somewhere around $500, something like that. Okay, and so be prepared for that. Although a home inspection isn't mandatory, we greatly encourage it. As a matter of fact, our brokerage gives you, I think it's like 2 forms when you put in an offer on a house. Both of them basically say get a home inspection, and so it's a real good idea. Appraisal fees. So what's going to happen is when you go in and buy a house with a mortgage, your mortgage company is going to go out there and they're going to say, your lender is going to go out there and say, how much is this home worth? So if your offer is $500,000 and the house is worth $525,000, you're in good shape. If it's worth $480,000 or $490,000, then that something has to be done. Either you have to come up with a little bit more down payment money, or the seller has to lower their asking price, and you have to renegotiate the offer there. But what's going to happen is your lender is going to send out an appraiser, and he or she's going to look at the house and do an appraisal compared to similar houses in the neighborhood, and give you a number, give you a dollar value of what the house is worth. And so that's really for your bank. So your bank knows that, hey, you know what? Should something happen, we can sell this house and get our money back out of it. Application fee. So there's going to be an application fee. For example, your lender again is going to do you'll need an application for your mortgage, number one, and you're also going to need an application fee for your lender's going to go out to the credit bureaus and going to check the credit bureaus for your credit background and credit history and your score and all that kind of good stuff, and they're going to charge that back to you, and naturally. And so the application fee for the application itself or for credit checks is going to hit you. Title services. So what's going to happen then again is the title company, or some people call them the escrow company. It's really the title company is going to go out and do, number one, a title search on the house to make sure that it's free and clear. So what that means is the sellers that don't have any kind of liens on it, that aren't going to be satisfied once you buy the house, or somebody 60 years ago had a claim on the property, and now it's just bubbling up, and you're gonna realize that, hey, once you buy the house, you're gonna have this old guy with a corncob pipe gonna come and say, that's my house. No, so the title company is going to do these searches and going to make sure that the title's free and clear, and then naturally they're going to charge that back to you. There's also things like notary fees and witnesses and signatures and those kinds of things, and those again, will be charged back to you at closing. Lenders origination fees. So lenders origination fees, I kind of just talked about. We're going to go to underwriting. Underwriting is going to do a quality check on your background, including credit checks and those kinds of things, whether you're good for the loan and good for that loan amount. And then again, they're going to then charge that kind of stuff, those kinds of fees and those kinds of services back to you at closing. It's not a tremendous amount of money, it's like $50 there, $150 there, those kinds of things. But just be aware that when you're reading down what's called the closing document, these things are going to pop up, and either your real estate agent, or more likely your escrow officer or title person is going to be able to explain each one of these things to you, and so that you know what they were all about. But our purpose here is just to make you aware that these things happen, these fees are charged, and guess what? You're going to pay them. I hope that kind of didn't shake you up a little bit too much. Next week, we're going to talk about, and this is good for both first-time home buyers and people who have owned a home for a while. How much can you afford? Now, if you're a current homeowner, okay, and you have equity built up in your house, this is actually a really neat topic for you, because you could use some of the equity for an investment property or a vacation property, and we'll be able to share with you how much you'll be able to afford. This is Steve DePoe. I'm with the Rose Realty team. I'm out.